it'll be a huge field. You want to clear out your Monday morning and have a deep run next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we'll bring you all the highlights here on PokerStars.tv. So that's the 5th anniversary next week in the million. Lots to be decided before then, though. The big money to carve up. Bazza has opened this pot with the ace-5. And just a flat call from Ken Mr. Vegas. We've already seen he likes to do that with his decent hands. Flat call with ace-queen. Now he's doing it with jacks. Winner's club is going to fold. Maybe a little bit surprising. Could have seen a flop at a very good price with a decent hand. Got about 5 million in this pot. 2 pot-sized bets in the stacks. And Ken has top set. Imagine this might be a situation for Bazza where he just bets once and then is done with it. We'll see. Ken thinking about what to do, and that's the easy answer when you flop top set. Get your money in. He's all in. Sadly for him, Bazza 88 doesn't have much to run with here. Does get out of the way. So Ken Mr. Vegas wins another one. He's up to, well, over 17.5 million chips. Makes him our chip leader. It's still incredibly tight in the million. The whole cliche really is anybody's tournament. May not be G6 Dragons, though. Look at this cruel setup for him. Pocket jacks. They're just trouble. Pocket jacks are like that pretty girl who you meet, and she seems fun at first, and it's all going well, and then 2 dates in you realise it's a nightmare. Pocket jacks not looking good for G6 Dragon. Winner's club has the kings. And with stacks as they are, I think Winner's club is just trying to figure out how to get the money in pre-flop. He's going to do it by min-raising. And you've got to feel sorry for G6 Dragon. I mean, this is one of those spots where he's supposed to go broke, isn't it? Maybe if you're 200 big blinds deep, you don't go broke here. But towards the end of a tournament with big blinds and antes, and he only has, well, less than 20 big blinds. He's delighted to get his stack in here. He's not going to be delighted by the snap call. It always brings bad news. Praying that he gets to see tens or ace-king. No such luck. He is in trouble. Even worse trouble now, because Winner's Club has the nut flush draw as well as his kings. And the 5 of spades seals it for Winner's Club. A big, big pot in the final table. G6 Dragon is on the wrong end of a cooler, and he will have to be happy with 7th. Great run through the tournament, then runs into that cooler. But you have to avoid a lot of coolers or be on the right end of a lot of coolers to get through a 9,000 runner tournament. Hopefully that'll bring him a bit of comfort, those well-chosen words. I don't think so. But still, the $36,500 for 7th, Mike. We're into the big money jumps now. With just 6 players left. They've all got over $50,000 locked up. But first prize is over $250,000. Who's going to claim it? Well, Sasky will be liking this spot. Just over 10 big blinds with ace-queen. He's going to shove. Guess either a shove or could have made a tiny raise and tried to induce something from Soulmaster, but just decides to shove. And Soulmaster with a pocket pair isn't going anywhere in the blind. So we'll have another race. All of these races crucial to each of these players. And no help for Sasky. So Soulmaster is ahead. He is the all-in player though, Soulmaster. Needs these 5s to hold, and they're doing it so far. Just the river. Doesn't deliver for Sasky. The Hungarian player now down to 2 million chips. Soulmaster really in with a shot at the title now. Player from Holland is in chips. We'll move on. Hand number 60. Blinds 400,000, 800,000. 6 players left. A little bit of 6-match action, and Sasky in real trouble here with, well, a blind and a half behind. That's not what you're aiming for, is it? Not ideal. Kind of has to put them in, and does, with the Jack-2 suited. Hey, Jack-2 suited can be a pretty cool hand. Just to get some Jacks and 2s out there. How difficult can it be? Winner's Club will make the call. And the thing is, the stacks are pretty shallow at this final table. The blinds are big. If Sasky was to win this, which he'll do, as you can see, a third of the time, he would actually put himself in a spot to get back into this. And he may do that. Jack on the flop. Are we going to see a big comeback from the Hungarian? Just needs to get past this river. No ace, no queen. And he does do it. So Sasky all but out. Now a little bit closer to being in with a shot. And he would double up again. So Sasky now with 10 million chips. Just shows how quickly he can go. And we've got a commentator-friendly $500,000 million blind level and spectator-friendly. It's that blind level where you always know how many bets everybody has. Winners Club has 22.7 big blinds at the start of this hand. Opens the sixes. And Ken Mr. Vegas thinking here, oh, I'm not sure about this call. The stacks this shallow. As he's doing some sort of, I don't know, stop-go type shenanigans. He's not. Checked it over. Winners Club will bet. Quite a big bet given the stacks, but it's good enough. And yeah, maybe Ken burned 1 million chips. He didn't quite have to there. Good news for Winners Club though. He's over 25 million. Confirmation that he sits at the head of things. Baz at 88 in second. Still not too much between the players though. Over the next few hands, Winners Club would continue to chip up and get himself up over 30. Sasky and Ken Mr. Vegas both losing ground at the foot of affairs. Both under 10 big blinds. And the bad news is the blinds are up. Bad news for them anyway. 600,000 1.2 means that they really do need to get their money in soon. It's hard, especially if it's the first big final table you've been to on the million, because the money jumps are so big that pulling the trigger can be difficult. But Sasky's done that. Had the courage to put it in with king high and hope for the best. Unfortunately, has run into Winners Club pocket tens, which is a monster at this stage, isn't it? Big hand. Sasky on the comeback trail. Could complete the comeback and really be back in it if he can somehow win with the king high. Looks unlikely now. Good flop for Winners Club and the two tens. Got a straight draw as well. Always a pleasure. Needs a king to Sasky. Can't get it done. Bad luck to him, but a nice little comeback. Bit of a roller coaster ride for the Hungarian. 6th place is his finishing spot. $54,800 and change. And the money only gets bigger from here on in. I can tell you there wouldn't be a deal at this final table. Somebody's walking away with over $250,000. Ken Mr. Vegas is on the short stack and does shove with the Queen 8. Soulmaster with the decision with King Queen. I was about to say it's too strong to do anything other than put the money in. So this is bad news for Ken. He needs to get pretty lucky here. And that gives him some potential, I guess. Does pick up a gut shot, but Soulmaster with the spade draw. So now, only an 8 and not the 2 of spades. That's no good. Only an 8 or a 9 would have got it done for him on the river. And Soulmaster brings home the pot with a king high flush. That's the end of Ken Mr. Vegas, who's from Oakton. Just goes around calling himself Mr. Vegas. Kind of flash. $73,000 is certainly flash. That goes into his back pocket. And we're left four-handed at the million. Winners Club threatening to dominate this final table now and gets dealt the aces. Well, this is a dream, isn't it? To get the aces on the button. You're going to get action from so many hands. Bazza has one of the better ones, but it's in trouble here. Bazza 88 from Australia. Thousands of miles separate these two players. Winners Club dueling from America with Bazza and has the upper hand here. Bazza 88 looks like he's going to need a 9. Nothing else working for him. 2 outs on the river to survive in the million. 10 of diamonds is no help. Winners Club will ship a big one. Now your large chip leader, and we're going to be 3-handed.
Negranu, 4 WSOP bracelets, 2nd highest ever tournament earnings. Mercier, 6 major tour titles, Bluff Magazine's Player of the Year. Kata, reigning WSOP main event champion, the youngest ever. All of them will be at the PCA, the biggest 10-day festival of poker on the planet. Join them. Qualify now at PokerStars.com, the world's largest poker site.
Welcome back to the Sunday Million Highlight Show. Here's the one you've been waiting for. Your password to a free shot at a seat in the million. The password is NIX, N-I-X, and there's the details of when it's taking place. 3rd of March, 3:35 Eastern Time. These three not only have their seat, but have a lot of money locked up. Winners Club threatening to take over and continuing to chip up with his good aggressive play. The American